What's going on, everybody? My name is Danny Ferrari.
My name is Parker Immense.
We are Excellent Sound. Fuck, I got the Lysol in my mouth with the mask.
Shit, it's all in my fucking nose.
We're quarantined as fuck over here, and today we're super excited to be showing you guys how to make your own growls. Okay, this is the essential secret that we use to make our growls. As we're in quarantine, hopefully you guys are staying safe. So if you're new here, make sure you guys subscribe to see more content like this, and make sure you smash the like button. We're gonna be going over just basically how to make a fucking sick ass growl. We got this little break that we made right here, a little build and a little break inspired by Cardi B's coronavirus.
Exactly, man. Yeah,
so we're gonna be giving away the download in the description below after we do this. This is completely on the fly, but with these methods, you should be able to make a growl every single time. It's just a proven thing that I've just kind of
yeah, we've been getting a lot of requests on how we actually sound design, not just like remakes and stuff, but like how to just make growls, basses, kicks and snares and stuff. But this is a really this is gonna be a really awesome tutorial.
Yeah, it was just like a little start from scratch type of thing. So first things first, I do have our fat rack set up here. If you don't already have it, make sure you guys go check out our fat rack. It's just essentially making it sound, I know it's a lot of shit, and it's really, I really recommend it, especially if you're doing any like dubstep type of growl thing for a lot of processing. That's with it, without it. Just making it fatter, okay? So, oops, that's not where I'm supposed to go. So yeah, basically what we have here is we just kind of have a couple drums that we're using from our Rhythm Riot kit and some other sample packs, which you can check out on our website. Nice fat drums. Yeah, so we recommend, we'll go over that too, and we'll probably give away this project file. We'll probably end up doing a drop out of it. But for now, let's go ahead and get the drop. We wanted to make a little build to get excitement. That's usually the first thing. And what I'm thinking is that we got to put a drop, like a nice growl right on the top right here. So there's our drums. Yeah, let's do like a big, okay, so first things, whenever you're starting, I like to start with just one note, essentially, one MIDI note. Let me go ahead and lay it down. I can't fucking see it. God damn it.
Oh, yeah, dude.
That's F. That's what I want to do. I want to go down an octave. Should we go a long one?
Yeah.
Let's start short, and then if we got to go long, we'll go long. All right, so first, okay, there's a main key components about a growl, and I'm going to show you guys right now, okay? I'm going to make this a little bit bigger for you guys. So a lot of times people get hung up on the wavetables, and the wavetables are really helpful to make a growl. Sometimes you can get a growl just out of the wavetables themselves if you know which ones to use. I'm going to go over a couple of methods, but first what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and choose a special wavetable. So they have these spectral wavetables in Serum. These monster ones are kind of already growled. They're essentially just resampled in there. We're going to use Grimace, I think. Let's go with this one. This is a pretty good one. So if I move this wavetable position, it's always about just starting with a knob and finding the sweet spots. See how it gets a little hairy right there? I'm not really stoked on that, so I just kind of want it to go like this. It's always the same shape, okay, for the most part. It's either a shape like this for LFO, okay, pretty basic, like that. A shape like this, that's another shape of a growl, usually pretty similar. And a lot of times the real big, fat, hairy, like Skrillex Virtual Riot growls, you're not putting an LFO on the level. So for now, let's just go ahead and start basic like this, and I'm gonna go ahead and put this on the wavetable position to cycle through it. And I'm gonna set it onto envelope just for right now. Oh no, let's put it on trigger. See how it's going really fast? I want it to be the length of the note that I've done. And then I'm just gonna dial this in. That's pretty good. Start right there, okay? So that's pretty much all you really need. Just find a nice little sweet spot of your wavetable. Another big part is also using these warp modes. Bend minus, bend plus minus, asym, pulse width. All these ones are really great for growls. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and go with bend minus. It's one of my favorite ones. And you can see what it does. So that's the main thing, is you just kind of want to be moving the knob. Here it kind of gets like a little formity right there. Maybe going backwards. This sort of shape right here is essentially what I'm doing with my hand. It's kind of like that quick up and then fast down. That's like a really big thing that I think people trip on with growls.
Yeah, people forget about that all the time.
Yeah. I'm just looking for good texture, good crunch, okay? Now, this is the main thing about growls that people fuck up, okay? There's two filters you should be using when you're making a big fat growl, okay? Multi, and you're gonna use either HP12 or HN12. Those are the magic filters, and let me show you why. So if I use HP12, and I turn the cutoff like right around there, usually, I don't know, what o'clock is that, Parker? 9 o'clock?
That's like a little sevs.
No, dude, sevs is down here, bro.
That's like tens.
That's a tens, okay?
10s o'clock.
So like right here, that's the sweet spot, right around there. 69, perfect, okay? I'm gonna go ahead and put the LFO on the cutoff right there. Now, it's not really formanty, it's not really vocally enough. So what you do is you wanna turn this resonance up. That's the main fucking thing right there.
Now
Okay.
it's really vocally.
If you want to go like a really higher pitch one, a little slower, just move it just a touch. But if I go too far, it doesn't sound that great. That's that whoa I'm looking for. It's all about this movement, and also too the movement of this. If I was to use, let's say, just like a saw right here, it still might sound okay. Let me bypass this. Square wave sounds pretty cool. It's kind of like Ricky Son-ish, but
Yeah.
for the sake of it, I'm just gonna go back to what we were using with the Grimace one, or the Gremlin, I mean. I'm gonna go ahead and bypass that.
Oh, no, I think it was Grimace.
Oh yeah, I fucked up. I said Gremlin. That's real nice. Okay, so there's that, right? Another thing is you have the second frequency knob with HP12. Now this is also another format that you could find. You hear that? How it's going backwards? It's going backwards. Essentially doing like a bandwidth. So I'm gonna pull that back.
Now that yoy is coming out.
Yes, very nice, right? Now, another one you can do is also do the HN12. And if I leave it right here, it's going to sound good. This is the notch. So essentially, it's going to create a resonance boost just like this one. Instead of this one being up, it's going to be down, which is going to make it sound like kind of like phasery. I love this one. One of my favorites. Always sounds good. I mean, that's already a growl.
Yeah.
And if I slow down the rate, or move this, so it sounds like it's almost pitching. Okay. You can get creative too if you wanted to have like a little bit different movement. You can add like maybe like two titties like so. Right?
A saggy titty and a supple titty.
Yeah, like one's a little bit smaller than the other. And that's the reason why it's sounding different, is because it's moving this cutoff knob, not necessarily the same length as this one. So it can be really interesting to be able to kind of play around with that. Let's keep going. That's a good growl shape too, this one. So these are like pretty much the main shapes. They're pretty simple. I'm kind of digging this right now.
Yeah, me too.
All right, cool. Let's go ahead and keep going. I'm going to go ahead and add a multi-band compressor first. That's sounding pretty sick. I'm pretty happy with that. Okay, the next thing you want to do, everything else is just like kind of just extra sauce on top. Distortion, of course. In the distortion, I'll use this LFO essentially to automate everything. You can already hear it just sounds fatter just by putting the same LFO on there. And essentially what's happening is by the time it's here, it's going to be here on the drive, and it's going to be nice and loud at the loudest point of the sound. You can do the same thing with the mix knob. Next, let's go ahead and add this hyper dimension. Usually the trick here is to kind of turn the mix down on this side, the size down, and the mix up. But a lot of times people will do this, and they'll put it on the mix knob. Same thing with this knob.
Some really good width.
Yeah, but you see, it's mono in the very beginning of the sound.
Yeah.
That sounds pretty good. Okay, sick. So the next thing you can do is you can also just touch up everything. Let's go ahead and add, we can add like a phaser. So if we want to do like a really wet sounding growl, there's basically the way that I mess with the phaser is I'll turn the rate either all the way up or all the way down, and I'll just turn everything up because I want to hear what they do. So I'll turn the frequency up, feedback up. And then I'll go one by one and find a good spot for the feedback. Frequency. Too wet. Turn the depth down. High pitch. And then I'll turn the mix down. So I might be able to just use this now on the mix knob, now that I've found the sweet spot. It's already phasey from this right here. That's essentially almost like a phase filter. Now that that's looking good. You can do the same thing with the flanger and the chorus. Like if you want the chorus, if you want to make it sound like super metallic-y, I like to turn the delays, I think to like 12. This is like my new thing, or like 11. Turn the rate all the way up. Turn the depth. Turn this low pass up. You want to be able to hear what you're doing. And all these have filters built inside of them too with this low pass. Okay, so that's pretty much it as far as like making the growl. And then also too, you want to always add more of the same thing. So I'm going to go ahead and add a little notch right here. Same thing. It's kind of the same sweet spot as here, as you can see. More vocally, same thing over here. And except maybe this time I'll have this one be up. Okay, and I'm gonna have this one kind of go backwards. Or if I go down, more phasey. But always this compressor at the end is always gonna make it nice and fat, okay? And then the other thing I like to do sometimes is I'll make this a high pass. But I'm losing some of the sub, so I might add a sub here. And depending upon if you want the direct out to go, which means not to go through the effects, I'm gonna go ahead and put this on the sub level. That's sounding pretty good. Add some noise for texture. Usually bright white is usually the one I like to use. So let's go ahead and do that. Just a little extra texture there. And then lastly, you can add a filter. So sometimes I'll use these filters as like characterizations, or I'll use them as another high pass or low pass sort of filter to kind of engage that. But I think what I'm going to do this time is I'm going to use this as a, I don't know, like a comb filter. This is our texture. Maybe this goes before the EQ. And you can get a lot of different shit too, from even like maybe the comb minus is another favorite one of mine. Or even the flanges.
Shit's getting real.
These ones are really great.
I like that one a lot.
But maybe I don't want it to be the entire time. Again, put it on the mix knob. Nice. Okay, so that's pretty much it as far as like being able to kind of make your own growl. It's pretty much the same principle every single time. If you guys want, we have, this will be in the download description below. I'm going to go ahead. Do we want to try to fucking make a drop with this real quick or fuck around?
Yeah, we could put it on a couple spots. Yeah, let's try it.
And if you like these presets and these samples, make sure you guys definitely go check out our website. We have tons of presets on there, our sample packs. Mid-Temps is our latest pack. It is out now. It's definitely got some growls in there too and some sick neuro basses, which if you guys want to see a video on neuro basses, we will be doing one of that very, very, very soon.
Everybody's been asking about that.
Yeah, they want the neuro basses.
Oh, man.
And it's kind of the same principle as what we're doing here. I'm going to show you like maybe a couple more techniques here, so stay tuned. But yeah, I would definitely recommend picking up Mid-Temps or even any of the Rhythm Riot packs. We got those on sale for like $50 right now. They got tons of growls. You can learn a shit ton from them. But most of them
Combo
are
pack.
all made this way. So hopefully you guys are learning something from this. Let's go ahead and I want to show them a couple more things. And if you want to get this little project file, we're going to make a drop out of this. We always do. We might not do it in this video, but if you want to get the project file, make sure you guys join our Patreon right now, and all these samples and all the presets that we make for this little drop will be in on our Patreon. We'll go ahead and post it on there so you guys can get part of the YouTube legacy tier. You can go ahead and get all of our project files and samples from all the project files from YouTube that we've done from 2018 September all the way to now. Really great learning tools if you're quarantined and bored and fucking make some shit.
Yeah, and we're going to be going in depth. We're going to be making some like more in-depth videos on sound design. A lot of really, really cool creative techniques coming up. Not just remakes. We're getting a little bit more creative now that we're not in the studio.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is kind of funny to say, but
right.
You know, we gotta roll with the times.
Yep. So now that we're here, I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys like maybe a couple more things, and then we'll wrap up the video. So another great thing to do is use one of these. Wow, that sounds sick.
It's nasty.
Like I can really. So sick. So sick. Sorry. Like I didn't plan this. I just came in here. It's like I know how to make a growl every time. It's this fucking filter,
yeah, the
wavetable, and then adding another filter here, and that's really much all it is. Another cool thing you can do is you can add a lot of tuning, like a lot of Skrillex, like older growls and stuff like that has a lot of tuning going on. So I'm gonna make an LFO like this, and let's say I want it to go maybe like this. Yeah, let's say it's like this. And I'm gonna do global master tune. I'm gonna say LFO2. I want you to go there. And I want this to go maybe up. And you could do a lot of like those like down fucking growls. So it's pitching up. There.
Awesome.
And then another thing you can do is just set this to like 2, just to get a little bit different tonality also. Maybe like 2. So the second one hits has a little bit different pitch in it. So what we could do is just go ahead and do something like this now that we're in growl. That sounds pretty sick. And then I'll probably just duplicate this. And let's go ahead and take this one. And I'm just going to extend it out real quick. We'll make like a sick drop for the people on Patreon so you guys have something to take with this. So what you could do is you could essentially now take this same growl. And let's go ahead and make it. Oh, fuck. How did I add a phaser?
Whoa, that was weird.
What the fuck is going on? All right, here we go. I'm going to make this like faster. See how it's going? It's because this level knob. In this case, I'll probably turn this level knob down and also the sub knob down because I want it to be cutty.
Oh, you put it on the pan, yeah.
On the level knob. So let's say it was like that. Put it on the pan. I was like, why did it right? And another thing you can do is like essentially I could just do like maybe this one is like a sine wave, and let's say I turn the level down on this one and I do FM from B or from A, I mean. And put this on the level knob as well. Or maybe it's like a fast one. And you can just get real creative. Maybe I'll actually turn this and just go like. That's pretty sick too. Maybe I'll put one on here.
Bringing out some nice highs.
That's kind of sick. Like. So yeah, you can see, hopefully you guys learned something from this video. Again, my name is Danny Ferrari.
And my name is Parker, and that's the wrong camera.
Whoa, what the fuck is going on, dude? We got insane
Dude, I think
clear.
I think the sun's going down, that's why.
Go to the front camera. Hopefully you guys learned something in this video. We'll see you guys in the next one. Again, this the first growl we made, the link will be in the description for below. If you guys want to get this project file, make sure you join our Patreon. Stay tuned for more videos. Smash the like, subscribe, follow us on Instagram at XLNTSOUND is the tag.
Let's get it. I think that's it.
That's it, bro. We'll see you guys in the next one. Let's go ahead and play this fucking growl.
Let's roll it out.
Well, all we have is boy. We'll do a drop. So maybe next video. If you guys want to see us do a drop out of this video, make sure you comment and let us know, all right? We'll see you guys next time.
Cardi B is totally freaked out about
Thanks for watching, guys.
Thank you.